Okay, I would like to finish Supercross. The amateur Supercross, which for some reason gives me incredible amounts of difficulty compared to anything else amateur in this game. So I'll take another crack at it here. If this doesn't work out, then I'll just move on to doing some pro stuff. But I'd like to finish, well, presumably not pro Supercross. Well, absolutely not pro Supercross because I won't have unlocked pro Supercross yet. But let's see. Tuned up my bike a bit more reasonably for this type of event now, I think. See if that does me any good. I still suspect everyone's gonna, every single time, get way ahead of me on this part here. Maybe I'm just taking that turn especially bad in a way that makes you lose absolutely all my speed. Well, it's not the turn that I lose all my speed on, though. It's I just cannot hit those. It's crazy how far back it bounces here. I don't know, somehow everyone goes faster here than me very consistently. I feel like it's most just that they manage to not lose much speed on those bumps, but I don't know how they do that. God, this song is so sentence mixed, basically. It's hilarious. Yeah, I'm not noticing anything feeling any easier here. I do notice the ATV handling a little bit differently. I notice that how much speed I have in different places varies, but not in a way that's actually of any help to me. The song is so repetitive in this edit. I do want to get a gold in this Supercross tournament so that I don't have to redo the whole thing again to get a gold at a later point. Which is why I actually do want to get a first in this particular race, because I'm already only barely holding first. But I don't know, maybe what I'll have to do is redo this whole thing and get first consistently in the first few races. And I'll get a much bigger buffer I can use to survive doing awful in the last races, because otherwise this is just not working. Look how far ahead everyone is, my god. I just cannot pull off these Supercrosses. I don't know what it is that makes you so bad at them. Other than, you know, constantly losing speed on anything that has these bumps, which is the entire thing they're made out of. I feel like what I tend to be good at is like good racing lines and stuff like that. Not just managing to somehow perfectly measure where to do different preloads on jumps and so on. I'd rather you not do that, thank you. Get off of me. I don't know how you didn't knock me over doing that, but... At this point I'm just racing against these three, and I'm trying to see if I can at least... Great, thank you. Yes, good. Forget this. Alright. Someday we'll do something with that Supercross, I don't know what. I don't really enjoy trying to perfect the art of going up and down hills. I don't know whether to do expert or pro here. We'll see. I don't know what you get more money for either. We are at a point where it would be a really good idea too to actually increase my stats a bit more as well. That's some of the reason I can come back to that Supercross later. I think even if I had the best stats at the point, it'd still be tough. I should try to change my tuning back. Hold on. It's not where my... It's not righter. But the next ATV I wanted was something more in the 10,000 range. I don't really feel like I need better braking right now. Like, Alba Racing is appealing to me, but that's twice the money I have. Still twice the money I have right now. I wish you could compare these to the bike I'm currently using. Like, is this more appealing? I think it just has better braking and cornering than what I currently have. Alba's the next thing I have my eyes on, but it's a whole 10,000 credits away. Which is very far from here. But I could also get one of these things. That thing probably not, but spend all my money on getting... I mean, getting a much higher top speed or acceleration is a good idea. I just don't know if it's worth spending all of my money on right now. A consistent buff like that would be good, I feel like. Maybe I can try to survive with my current stats for a little bit longer, then maybe buy this thing instead of a bike, because I didn't really see a 10,000 bike I wanted. I saw a 16,000 bike I wanted. It's a thought. See if we start getting more money, though, for doing well in races and so on. Under pro. I don't know if we will, or if that might happen for expert later, if we try that. I'm really not sure. So far, the consistent way to get money is just to do freestyle events and get lots of points from, lots of credits from stunts instead. Which feels weird. That's the one thing you can do that makes you money, unlike anything else, but... That is not the right way to take that turn. This feels like more Supercross here with all these bounces to get around, but... There's just other more interesting terrain you can actually like try to develop a racing line on instead of just go through this very narrow straight path. I don't look at whether these are good tires to use here or not, but I imagine they are. And the best dirt tires in the game are basically the best tires for virtually everything in the game except for sand and snow. It's a little silly, actually. At that point, you don't really need any other tires. Probably don't need it to reload here. That's a pretty big hill going up, actually, but that would show it just fine anyways. That's not how we do that. Good cornering. Okay, hold on. But we got the idea here. This doesn't seem too bad. They do actually have, well, at least I have a better acceleration than these guys do, but they actually have a stat edge on these guys, which again, just makes me more concerned that this whole thing is just me being too bad at the game to get past anything. You might think that me having a personal history of this game would mean that I'd have a bit more in the way of muscle memory and skill with the game, but again, I never actually was good at any of the races in this game at all. I only ever just played in free ride. That was the whole game to me. See, no one's putting up too much of a fight here, but maybe it's just because we're at the beginning of a tournament here. I don't know. It's the first race of the Pro Championship. But it feels like I'm able to pretty comfortably get ahead of these guys. Occasionally losing all my speed like that, but still, I don't really find myself threatened despite that. Yeah, it feels like I can mess up like that a little bit and still be okay in these races, whereas in Supercross, if I'm not playing totally perfectly the whole time, I lose my position. I don't know why there's such a difference. Yeah, see, now I'm just breaking away hard. Could be the difficulty of this is lower than the end of an amateur championship, but I don't feel like it should be. I expected kind of a bump in difficulty actually going into Pro. It's not feeling that way. Yeah. I'm catching up a bit now, but... Cool. Good job. You see, the thing is, though, and I was complaining earlier, if I'm in Supercross, on the other hand, if someone wipes out next to me, unlike me getting ahead of them at that point, they respawn a little bit behind me, and they overtake me again within seconds. That doesn't happen here. Why is Supercross so different about that? It couldn't, again, just be that because I'm just driving way worse in Supercross, so naturally everyone catches up, but I don't think I'm that bad at Supercross. There's not a necessitated power slide there. I don't know. Supercross is an enigma to me. Other than just the obvious, yeah, I'm not very good at traversing bumps. Like, they just gained on me just now when I messed up that part, for instance. Even here, though, they're not actually passing me on these parts where I'm doing a bit suboptimally on those bumps. This game's difficulty is an enigma to me. I'll just happily keep on cruising. Fairly relaxed fashion here. That's enough for me to stay in first. Somehow I just broke out quite a lot from those two guys behind me. I don't know how that happened. I feel like there must be something I misunderstand about how to take these bounces. And my thought is just not preloading them correctly and so on. Because you just need to hit them at the right speeds and with the right kind of oomph in your jump to not just land in the uphill segment of the next one. Or any other one, if you jump over multiple, of course. The AI seems substantially better at that than I am. do notice lots of bumps like that have different bump heights at different places. So you move a bit left or right to get more or less there. I don't know. I got 100 credits for that. That's something. Still not much at all to work with. I guess that's all we have time for, but I feel something feels unresolved, and by that I mean the Supercross Championship. I do kind of wonder if I... Oh, Expert is not even unlocked. Hold on. Expert in this one is unlocked. Okay, so I can do... You can do Amateur Expert from the beginning, it looks like? No. Okay, so you actually do have to complete normal, and then, so does completing normal get you Expert and Pro? I mean, what's the difference? I guess they're on different courses. I'm really curious if I get better rewards on Expert. I would think so, but I'm curious how it compares to doing Pro instead of Amateur. I don't know though. So, I don't know. I have a thought that I do have some ways to increase my stats further. So I guess for the moment we'll just keep on doing the things that we know to do that we can still get money from. Instead of trying to do what I've been doing, where I try to do all the amateur stuff at once and so on, it might just be a bit more pragmatic. And also try to complete the trailer park. But you know what? Last thing I'll do, just to, I guess, end on a sour note, I'll take like one crack at those. So I feel like I need to try it every now and then, if nothing else, just to try to get myself in practice for it. Alright, so I've been doing this side first. Fantastic. It's promising. The jumps, this one's basically just made up entirely of a couple of really difficult jumps. I guess that's what makes this one so darn difficult for me compared to the others that I've done. Alright. Land on my feet. Good. Okay. Good. Good jump there. I don't really know which way to... I don't really know what the optimal path is for this place either. It's another tricky part. There is an element of routing here that others don't have. I just have not figured out how to do. Can't really want to take that full speed, but... Okay. I don't know if I actually remember how to take this one right here. I'm taking a different route than usual here. Yeah, my routing was awful this time around. What the heck? Did I just get way better stats since I last tried or something? So I was able to move around faster, or what? That didn't seem difficult. Okay, well, I'll take it. So I will repeat, there aren't any bikes within this price range I particularly want right now. Hey. So I don't know why I'd want those logos, but congrats, you now have the right to advertise us. I feel honored, thank you. Which one's the first one? Scrapyard was the first one. It's great. So I wonder why it's a really boring place to finish, but okay. The freestyle. I'm not actually going to do this, the freestyle here, but... Yeah, so... The other racing I was looking at... Well, some of the other racing ones had worse top speed acceleration, better braking cornering. It could be that I'm also suffering from bad cornering a little bit, because you do have to do lots of hard turns in those Supercross courses. I'm not sure. Keep. Could also use a more balanced anaconda if I wanted. But you could just want acceleration and nothing else. It's amusing, but I don't think that's something I really need. I could do something like this and then use a and then get myself an exhaust pipe. It's just all top speed. That's a thought. And those two things together would give me... Maybe I should think about that. Maybe I should put a bit more thought into how I put together my bikes here. Give me a really good acceleration bike with... I know top speed would still be mediocre, but I don't think you're usually worried about your top speed so much, and this is, I think it's a cheaper, I don't know if this is a cheaper bike than the one I currently have or not, actually, but it is a thought. Or something like this. This one's a little bit more balanced. Still good. Acceleration, and then give that a better... there's a big difference in acceleration between these two, actually. But then give us a better top speed, it's a thought. I'm not sure. I wish I could compare this to the bike I have now. Is this just the same thing, more or less, with better braking and cornering? Or what? This one's appealing to me. You can tell I'm looking quite a lot at top speed and acceleration for these things. And suddenly this is really appealing. This is a big jump in stats once you get to these bikes. Of course, this is way beyond my price range at this point. And this is good in everything. But, I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to think about what to do with my money. We're gonna have to make some decision somewhere. Hopefully something that can make us better at races, but we'll see. Anyways, bye everyone. Specifically Supercross races.